DEVO120. We're going to spend our whole week in Hebrews 7 through 11. We've seen how God has chosen to dwell with us, and that is amazing in itself. But how does that endure? How does that keep on going? Verse 24 of chapter 7, we see that Jesus has come as a priest, but because Jesus lives forever, he is a permanent priesthood. Therefore, he is able to save completely those who come to God through him, because he always lives to intercede for them or stand on their behalf. That is incredible. He always stands for us. This goes into the sacrifices as well, because for God to make a way for him to dwell with us and for us to be with him, sin had to be dealt with. And before, they sacrificed goats and calves, but the goats and calves were not the ones who had sinned or done God wrong. The people were. The blood that had to be spilt was people's blood. Verse 14 of chapter 9, it says, "How much more then will the blood of Christ, who through the eternal Spirit offered himself unblemished to God, cleanse our consciences from acts that lead to death, so that we may serve the living God?" God has come in the form of a perfect man. Man's blood was finally spilt. Fully man, fully God, he finally unites man with God through a priest that lives forever. Celebrate this, scream it from the rooftops.
I've been forgiven and set free!
Hebrews says, by one sacrifice he has made perfect forever those who are being made holy. He says, he gives us a warning. He says, if we deliberately keep on sinning after this, after we've received the knowledge of truth, no sacrifice for sins is left. There's been one sacrifice, one for all time. Sin does not continue. Now, since Christ has not entered a temple, but entered heaven itself on our behalf and sat at the right hand of God, even this very moment, do not throw away your confidence. It will be richly rewarded. Guys, we're going to suffer persecution in all different forms. We're going to stand beside and even celebrate other people suffering persecution because of the cause, the words, the truth of Christ. Because our reward is not in this world or even what this world most of the time recognizes. In fact, it says right here, "But my righteous one will live by faith, and if he shrinks back, I will not be pleased with him. But we are not of those who shrink back and are destroyed, but of those who believe and are saved." Jesus did not and does not give up. We do not give up.